Hey guys, just here to do a quick update about why it took me so long to do a video. I think it was like 6 months or maybe 7 months. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Last year, the last video I made, I had purchased a new 2010 Toyota Tacoma. Had it for about 5 days. Didn't even fill it up with gas. And I park on a busy street, unfortunately. That's just the situation I'm in right now. And it got ran into. Yeah, so lady who hit me tried to get away, I guess. Police caught her. No license, no insurance, illegal immigrant, unfortunately, and so I wasn't able to recoup any kind of like loss on the vehicle because since it was so new and then it had gotten into an accident, I couldn't do any kind of personal lawsuit or any kind of personal recovery on my loss on the vehicle, since it gets into an accident, you're gonna drop like 5 to 10 grand off the price immediately. So contacted my insurance, took it in, didn't have my car for about a week or about 2 weeks, got it fixed, got it back, drove it for about another 6 months, or I guess you could say 5.5 months, and then I got woken up again at 12:30 at night, and police officers say, hey, you got to come outside. There's been a multiple car accident. You have to identify your car. And I just looked at him. I'm like, this has happened to me before. I'm like, okay, yeah. I looked at him and I said, let me guess. Mine's the worst. And he's like, well, which one's yours? I'm like, oh, the silver truck. And he's like, oh, yeah, that one's pretty bad. I'm like, yeah, of course, that's me. That's what happens. So, yeah, I go out there, and the first thing I see is that my truck is, like, pushed up onto the curb, and all four tires are laid over sideways. So, I mean, like, she hit it so hard that the tires and the axles just completely ripped off and pushed the tires over like sideways like this. So the rims were lying on the ground. On closer inspection, a lot of the windows were shattered out. The car was bent in half. The back axle had been ripped in half, and I'm pretty sure that's steel. So I mean, like the back left-hand tire was in two pieces. It looked like it had been completely ripped apart, like someone had just taken and just ripped it, like it was just a piece of paper or something, The tire was kind of like all like a figure eight, just completely twisted around, all the metal and everything. The back axle, like I said, completely ripped off. Drive shaft, like just sitting on the sidewalk. One tail light was like 50 feet down. Another tail light was like another on the sidewalk, another 25 feet down. All, like I said, back window shattered, left window shattered, truck bent in half, pushed into another car because two cars in front of me were parked in front of me, and so that they were pushed into that car, pushed into a light pole. And then I look down the street, and there's like 8 cars that are behind me, and every single one of those cars had been hit and sideswiped. So, I mean, this lady must have been driving at least 65, maybe 80 miles an hour, and just clipped all these cars, like, and then smashes into my car, backs up, and then I guess continues to drive down the street, and there are these huge black marks going all the way down the street where her front left-hand tire had just been dragging. And I just heard from a neighbor that she drove down the street and then hit another car. So, yeah, just bad experience. So I was dealing with all the insurance and having to get another car to drive for a while and all that nonsense. Before I got the truck, I had another car that I was having a problem with. So not really a problem, just I was looking at something like longevity-wise, just didn't want to keep it, so I decided to get rid of it. So I was trying to sell all my parts for the car, so that took up a lot of my time, messaging people on forums. I also went through and built 2 new computers for myself, so that was taking up a lot of my time. So there's all these, random things, and everybody's got a life and stuff happens. So that's what's been happening with me. 2011 hasn't been too nice to me, so we'll see what happens with the rest of the year. September, I'm getting married and going out to Spain, so I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully it's going to be an amazing trip. And yeah, so that's what's happening with me. I know that if anybody's watching this and anybody cares, that's why I hadn't posted a video in a long time. And if you guys are watching this, thank you for watching it. I appreciate it. And I'll have another review up for you today. So go ahead and check that out. All right, thanks a lot. I'll see you guys later. Bye.